to make it through pre-qualifying this year, and they're in the only all-British car eliminated from the race before it even started. A spin there for 28, just trying that little bit too hard. Eric Helary finally gets it underway, but little unforced errors like that can cost precious minutes here at Le Mans. There's a Panos which had to slow down because of the spin. Two Panoses in this race. They're just going a bit too deep past the Porsche there, and then losing it under braking. And really, that's a bit of a silly error. And then the car comes right back in front of the Kraus racing machine, and I think it's Michel Trunk at the wheel. Does a great job of avoidance. The gravel really flies, but fortunately no real problem. The car's able to regain. I'm sure Eric Helary will be cursing in the cockpit, concern in the Toyota pit. As I said before, Porsche have been to Le Mans many times with mainly Japanese teams, but for their 1998 challenge, they asked Team Toyota Europe, directed by the great former Swedish rally driver Uwe Andersson, to put together a completely new group of people. And what a magnificent job they've done. First time at Le Mans, running in the front. The weather, as you can see, bright, but promise of rain in the night as two more cars peel off. Raphael there in the number 8 car, and you just see the Viper there, which has got that electrical problem still being worked on, but worked on only by the driver, because in that position the team are not allowed to work on the car. That's David Murray there with the orange and blue crash helmet, just about to make his Le Mans debut. The Toyota comes in to be checked. David Murray slides down into the cockpit of the prototype, the Reinhold Jost car. This car, although it ran, or this design, although it has won the race for the past 2 years, fitted with the very latest engine, the same engine and transmission package as the GT1 Porsches, with the latest gearbox, and that's quite important. It's a quicker gear change. Raphael tells the team about the car and some of the problems he's obviously having. Work here on the 28 car, and looked to me as if they were about to bleed the brake system. Maybe that was the cause of that problem we saw. Certainly you wouldn't expect a car to weave from side to side under braking like that. And indeed, yes, the brakes being bled. Of course, this will cost quite a bit of time. Collard back at the wheel. And out on the track, the Porsche still looking strong and running as we expect Porsches to run, like clockwork. Katayama Suzuki Toshia car going out. There is the man who has designed this wonderful Toyota. That's Andre de Coutens. Porsche, you see those yellow flashes on the front of the car. Teams differentiate their team cars with different colour markings, so both they and us, the TV commentators, can spot the difference. There you see the master cylinders being topped up with brake fluid. So Toyota with a brake problem. Prior to the race, there had been a rumour that the Achilles heel of the Toyota was actually the transmission. The gearbox was thought to be a little on the fragile side, but no problems thus far. And Toyota and Nissan mixed up, the great Japanese rivals, of course. This race only once won by a Japanese make. Of course, it was Mazda that did it, and there a problem for the Toyota, limping, and maybe that is the transmission problem starting to show. Concern in the pits there by Jörg Müller. Jörg Müller, the very fast German driver, who actually is driving for Porsche, of course, in the number 25 car, not for Toyota, and the 27 car drives into the garage, and that means that there is really big trouble. So the team will go to work, and you see already the bodywork off And so from being advantaged Toyota with Mercedes-Benz chasing, suddenly Porsche were looking so much stronger. Great shot down there at the end of the Mulsanne straight, the Mulsanne corner. And then this, one of the fastest sections of the course, accelerating away down towards the village of Arnage. This actually the road between the villages of Mulsanne and Arnage. The Toyota mechanics have done their job well. And the car returns back into the race. The 28 machine of Brundle, Collard and Helary. Indeed, that had had some repairs to the gearbox. But the Toyota pits was becoming a very busy, unpopular place, as you can see from those shots. Meanwhile, the 25 Porsche of Jörg